go on rambling like how we do everything we say. I kind of feel bad because at one point in our friendship, I was like doubting us. But hey, so I wanted to observe, and I'm still observing, how long does it take me to get high off of an edible? As you know, I'm trying to stop smoking carts, and I have yet to, like, I don't have any weed itself on me. And I did say like goodbye weed, so I kind of don't really have a calling to weed, but I still want that feeling. And like hitting it constantly, like that was just bad for my health. So let's see what an edible does. I think it was 10 milligrams a gummy. I ate a whole gummy. It was sativa, and I had it at around 4 p.m. the earliest, and probably like 4:08 the latest, because my sister came home at 4:08. It is now like 5:20 something, so 1 hour has passed, and on the package I saw 3 hours. I saw one rising up, the second hour was peak, and then the third hour was coming down. So we'll see. I don't feel anything right now. I'm already 1 hour in and don't feel anything, but I'll update you when 6 p.m. comes. Okay, it's 6:04 now. I just want to know, could break it down. I just want to note that I definitely feel it like in my body. Heart, energy, thumping. Kind of feel like an anxiety attack a little. Like, I just feel like I took an energy drink. That's what I feel like. I was dancing like 20 minutes ago. That was before I realized it kicked in. I realized it kicked in when I ate a Funyun, and it just felt slow when I was eating, almost like to the taste. The taste felt slow, I guess. Nothing like on my ass. Nothing in the quarter bear. Nothing in the head. I didn't realize it's body high because it's edible, but I will update you at 7 p.m. Hey, okay. I just texted my boyfriend, and I was like debating if I should take another half of the edible because I didn't feel anything. And he's like, don't overdo it. But I was just about to make a vlog taking another half. But okay, update. So let's take some things into account. It is now like 7:30. Didn't really feel much. So that was one gummy. That was 10 grams. So I'm thinking I'll take a half of another and see if that's what it takes. Also, I'm just experimenting. Because I do, like, I want to know how my body reacts to it. And it reacted like jittery. It reacted, I don't know if it was awake. Yeah, I guess like jittery, like my heart was like if I drank an energy drink, for real. And then I did eat quite a bit today. Not like a lot, like I wasn't constantly eating, but I had a full meal. So for brunch, I had salmon over rice. For dinner, I just had, or for my second meal, I just ate a sandwich with a set of chips and some blueberries. So what I've been snacking on throughout the day is chocolate muffins made by my sister. Yeah, so I just want to see, is it because that I was eating a lot, that's why one gummy wasn't working. But these are just the gummies. So I saw 1.5 stuck together, and I wonder if that was like future me or some shit like that, like telling me like, oh, it's gonna take 1/2, girl, for you to get high. But here's a half. It was already halved. It was attached to one full one. I was like, no, like one full one's gonna get me. So, like I said, it's about 7:30 or so, and I'm gonna take this one and then just sip on my liquid IV for the rest of the night, and we'll see how I feel. I have this dispenser. We're supposed to put water in it. I just have yet to find essential oils. Like I have tea tree oil, but my dog can't ingest that. And I could just do water, but I feel like this is more for winter time. I don't know, I don't really feel dry. Maybe I do feel dry when I wake up. So I think I'm gonna place this on the side of my bed, and I'm gonna just fill it up with some water and see if I wake up moisturized tomorrow. It's because it's gonna come from the ground up, and it's gonna be right by my bed, and that's kind of the side that I really be sleeping on the most. Like I'll sleep in the middle, but yeah. I haven't gave a room tour, but so far we have my angel pickup, which I love. I don't know if I've explained that picture before. That one is from me, Brenda, and Emily. I'm the Scorpio, the Aquarius, and the Virgo, and the Scorpio art right there. We actually we took turns. I got a portrait, and then Emily got a portrait. I miss her. She was so cool. Like, she was like around my age, I think. I don't know, but I just know like I've never met a girl of my, like in my generation, that was cool, pretty, smart, nice. Like she was so cool. And I don't want to say like I ghosted her, but like I stopped going to work, and like she would never text me out of the blue. But then again, I didn't invite her to my party, but the reason why I didn't invite her was because I thought that that wasn't her scene, but I still should have invited her. I have another Aquarius friend, that's Abby. She's probably the friend that I'm in contact with most right now in my life. But I just texted Brenda the other day, but we just haven't gotten the chance to hang out. Have a good night. Oh, I'll update you. Not the shit already hitting, but I'll update you in like an hour or so. We're probably at 8 p.m. to see what it's going on. Good morning. It is like 9:35. So I'm gonna try this again. So yesterday I did an update. I think the edible did hit yesterday, but off of 1.5. Yeah, maybe it's just not as strong as like a smoke, but it's what it is. I'm just kidding. So yesterday I tried it obviously on a full stomach. Today I'm trying it on an empty stomach, see if that helps. So the only thing that I've had in my stomach is water, a sip of liquid IV, and my key lime drink. So no protein in that. I have yet to have protein. So I took the gummy. I'm gonna see how that settles in. I'm obviously gonna eat if I feel hungry. So I'll probably eat within the hour time frame. But if I do or do not, I will update you. So I will come back in an hour to let you know how I'm feeling. So yeah. Oh my god, hey, what's up? I forgot to update earlier. One edible didn't do shit, even on an empty stomach. Like, anything, I probably got a fucking anxiety attack. Like, bruh. One edible didn't do shit. Now my second edible of the day. Like, I just took it probably like 30 minutes ago. Probably like 20 minutes ago. But I'm just so freaking bored. And that's probably why I took an edible. Because I'm so freaking bored. I don't know what to do with myself on a Friday night. I'm not going out. I'm staying indoors. I have an incense burning right now. I got it from the mall in Tucson, the Tucson Mall. That's funny. But yeah, she's burning right now. I'm not gonna show you, but she smells good. I actually got scents that I wouldn't normally go for. Scents that I normally go for is like herbal. Well, I smelled the herbal scents and I just didn't like it. I was just like, this is not smelling like lavender. So I saw one that was like Dolce and Gabbana, like it was rainforest one. There's a Bob Marley one. So you know, like they had like different names and they smelled. Some of them smelled good. I don't even think I like the Dolce and Gabbana one, but I found one that smelled like when you clean your house. I lit it the other day. I only got 5. So I was like, oh mom, you can get one. You get 5, I'll get 5. Bitch, I should have got 10. It was 10 for $1. I don't ask why I didn't, but it's honestly okay because I still have my yerba mate. But like, this smells better. This smells better than my yerba mate on a daily, like, but it's okay. When I run out of my incense, I'm just gonna end up using my yerba mate until I go get some more incense. I've been actually wanting to make my own because you can. You can. And I've been wanting to, but I just, when you need like a certain ingredient, and you can use some water and then you can just get whatever scent you want, like in a bag, like a herb, and then mash it up. But I just have yet to go buy that. I'm trying to be mindful of my money because I have a trip next month, and if I want to go on that trip, I do have to be mindful of my money right now, you know. And I have $50 right now in my Capital One, so bless me, heavens, bless me with some more cash, you know. So hopefully that works out, because I'm getting a little bit nervy. I'm like, girl, you're gonna be dipping into your savings, and I'm nervous about it. I'm not gonna lie. I am nervous about dipping into my savings for this Cali trip. But I know that I'll make good memories. It's literally on my manifestation board. Like, girl, this is what you wanted. So if you want experiences, you do, it's like currency. Like if you want an experience, then you give cash. If you want to feel good, then you feed yourself positive thoughts. If you want knowledge, then you read books. It's like you have to give to receive. So maybe I should just remind myself of that in order to receive, I have to give. And I do want to go to the beach, and I do want to make memories. You know, I want to travel more. In order to do so, I need money. That's the currency. The only thing is, like, I have this fear, like, what if I run out? Then I'll have to get a job. I don't want a job. I'm afraid of that. I'm afraid of having to get a job in retail and food, and like I'm afraid to have to work for a company that doesn't give me leisure. I just want to figure it out, you know? I just want to know, how can I turn nothing into gold? So that's actually why I am reading this book called The Alchemist. We'll see what it teaches me. It said, I think, basically the beginning of the book, it was just giving a history of the alchemist that came into being. Probably, I think it was, I don't know, maybe he was just a recent known alchemist at the time, but before him was actually Jesus Christ. Hence, they say, like, oh, he turned nothing into something. He turned water into wine, and, so and so. Because he was an alchemist. How the alchemist came into history. He stayed in popular places for a certain amount of time. He was with the greats for a certain amount of time, kings for a certain amount of time, probably because of his talent that he could grant you what you wanted. But so it was just showing his history on that. And then it said, before we get into how I teach you how to do alchemy, you have to follow the first rule. They were saying was, be mindful. Don't take it for granted. Don't use it for the bad. It has to be used for the good. There's universal laws in place when it comes to this. Like, you have to follow the laws with this. And they said that even at one point, alchemists didn't even want to use, like, when you get into alchemy, that some students and teachers will turn, like, into bad. And then it was also saying, that's why it says, like, be mindful of what you want to turn from nothing to something. Use it for the greater benefit. And then it also said that I lost my train of thought because I was like, girl, I was like sad like 10 minutes. No, probably like 30 minutes ago. 30 minutes ago, I was really sad. I was like, oh, like, really? I was just in my feels. And I was just feeling stagnant. I was like, oh, I don't want to sit with this feeling. But it passes. Because look at me now, I'm talking. I light my incense. I have the sunset. I have my plants. I have light, I have my vlog, freedom. But I just became in awe. I was like, wow, like, moments will pass. And it feels good to know that. It reassures me that moments will pass. But basically, where I'm at so far with this book is that you need to use your alchemical abilities for the good, because there are laws when it comes to this. Well, anyone can do it, even evil or good. That's why it's telling us, like, hey, try, like, use this for your greater good. Don't tap into negative stuff when it comes to this, because you have the power. You can do that, it's power. So you can either use it for the good or for the bad. And basically it was saying, use it for the good before we even get into this. And they also said, if you use it for the bad, or if you think you want it for the bad, it won't work. So that's why I say that there's laws that they want us to follow with it. I'm on chapter 1 right now, because it gave me a history about the alchemist that they're talking about in the book. And then it also gave me insight, which was there's laws and use it for the good. So now I'm at chapter 1, where it's actually like telling me, I think it's just getting into how. And it was talking about Jesus Christ in the first chapter. So that's where I'm at right now with The Alchemist book. I read it every day, even if it's just a page, which it usually is. That's how it started off. It became a page a day. Sometimes you can go to 2 pages, 3 pages. And do you know why? Because I'm going to implement that shit into my daily life. I saw this post and it said, I'm scared of the people who have self-help books by their toilet. And I was like, wait a second. Because when I'm on the toilet, I gotta shit, but I still want to, like, be entertained, because I'm not trying to focus on the shit, like, trying to take a shit. And then I was like, I don't like to be on my phone when I poop. Like, it just makes me so uncomfortable. Like, I meant like scrolling or watching a video. I can't watch a video when I'm pooping because it just feels like too intimate. I'm like, no, we're not sharing this moment together. Now I can probably be on the phone, but honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, like, I prefer not to. Same with texting, I prefer not to because I think I've replaced that habit with reading a book. And the book was The Alchemist. And I've had it in my book collection for probably over a year now. And I just have yet to read it. And I was like, I'm putting that by my toilet. And every time I take a shit, which is at least once a day, I will read a page. And by the time I'm done taking a shit, it's been 1 to 2 pages later. And I feel good because, hey, I just read. Reading is good for you. I gain knowledge, and also I'm learning about literally turning nothing into something, which for me, I want to turn nothing into gold, into money. That's what I want to do. And probably like change my like bad feelings, my bad emotions, my anxiety, my fear, my insecurity into gold. I want to change it into light, something that I can use, something that'll be for the good of me or for others. And even for others, I want to change their ways because it affects me. I ain't gonna lie. When someone's negative, it affects me. I feel affected by it, and I know I shouldn't, and that could also be a process of me turning it into light. But I also have this selfish, I wouldn't call it selfish really, but it's for the greater good of me, so I call it selfish, but I try not to look at selfish in a negative point. So, anyways, so I want to turn their negativity into a learning experience for them or into love for them. Or better yet, when I internalize that, I can make it for the greater good of me. You know what I mean? Because if I pick up on it, then I can be like, oh, okay, you want to give me energy. Energy is the key here. You want to give me energy, good or bad, I can transform it into the better of me or for the good of me. Basically, I can use that. So, yeah. And so far, when it comes to like this alchemist process, I think that's what I'm going to call that. My alchemical story. I've learned a Reiki technique. It's supposed to be the activator, and it's basically you start with the line, you go right, and then you go down like a 7, and then you go inwards like a B, and keep going and spiraling it, and that's the activator. So I've done it on my third eye. I've imagined it because she said you don't have to actually like touch something for it to activate. You can think of it or you can just do it in the air, which I like doing in the air. It makes me feel like, what is that one movie called? It's from Marvel. It's like he's like a doctor, but he's a wizard. But anyways, it makes me feel like him because in the movie he's using his hands to like open a portal, and I'm like, damn, can we do that? And I think that ties back to alchemy. So yeah, I also watched this YouTuber. Her name is My Fam, and she says that everything she has, like materialistic wise, she's manifested. She's created it, and she has been in the YouTube game for so long, and she looks like a totally different person. I feel like she has a totally different vibe to when I saw her years ago on YouTube. But basically, she has this hoodie brand called Alchemy instead of Alchemy. And it's a really cute hoodie, I'm not gonna lie. But I think she dabbles in alchemy. Like, obviously, she's talked about manifesting, but I don't think she's ever talked about alchemy. What was I gonna say? I was talking about alchemy, but my dog just got out, so I will be back. Good morning, motherfucking world. I don't know if I'm gonna put this in my vlog. I just know, so beautiful. I just know that I was talking about the plants. I just know I like vlogging and I didn't know what else to do because I just sat at my desk. So let me recap you. I don't remember where I left off. Oh yeah, I left off with my dog getting out. I got him, he's back. He's in the yard eating his breakfast, living his best life, to be honest. But, okay. Okay. I'm just gonna do it this way. Oh yeah. Okay, so watch me say good morning to my plants. Good morning, plants. She sprouted two, or no, I think it was one new one. And I think it's because I put her in a new vase with some fresh water. I actually want to add rocks to the bottom of all my vases for my monstera and my pothos. But this is my monstera. Say it, girl. She's beautiful. She's literally so beautiful. I love her. And they actually thrive in water. So, because before I had them in a pot, and I didn't like that. They didn't like that. So this is my other monstera. She's the biggest of the biggest. She's just that big. She's the older sister. She said the status, the trend. So say hey to her. She's doing okay. Then I have my pothos. She will never die. And I wholeheartedly 100% believe that she will never die because she sprouted 3 new leaves. This one, and this one. The bitch is the baddest bitch you've ever met. She's a baddie. Like, we love her. So eventually I want to like get an actual vase, but right now I have her in this Italian seasoning jar that I cleaned out. And then her, oh, I love her. Look at her design. Can you see? I don't want it. Like, yeah, you can see. Look at her design. She's cool. She is so cool. So actually, she wasn't this design before. She was just like a green, like this leaf right here. She was just like that green leaf. And then I added my period blood, and I think that really changed her DNA. So now she got spots on her, and I might call her Spotty. But yeah, I heard that adding rocks to your plants can filter out the water. And as you know, she's looking a little yellow. So I already have some tumbled rocks. I got it from my water fountain from my friend who actually helped me do that painting. I just don't remember where I put it. So I'm about to take probably like, I said I was literally not going to take any edibles today, but because I thought that I was just going to go swimming. But I don't know, maybe I should eat first. But I don't know what to eat. Like, I can just do yogurt, berries. I'm just not feeling that. Maybe I could do a smoothie. Because I do need to use my yogurt up. I have frozen bananas that I can use. And I have to actually chop up other bananas. So, yeah. I'll go ahead and get back to you guys a little later. Because I'm probably going to make myself a smoothie. Take some edibles. I'm going to do 2. Because 1, just don't cut it for your girl. 1.5, just don't cut it for your girl for some reason. I don't know why, but before I even take those edibles, I need to make sure I have a ride because I'm going swimming today at my sister's friend's house. So I need to make sure that I'm not on my ass when it's time to leave. Toodaloos. Hey, I made my smoothie. I'm not gonna lie, it tasted like ass, was a bit sour, so I think I'll probably boil some eggs. That idea just came to me, like, girl, you could have just boiled some eggs and that was your protein. Because I'm like, oh, I just want to take my edible already, but I need to eat before I take my edible. Because I'm just like, I'm like that. Like, I want to eat before I like ingest THC, I guess. But I just put some hemp powder. That's her right there. She's a peanut butter banana smoothie. My milk was expired, but it was almond milk. So I'm like, girl, and then I smelled it and like I thought I smelled something sour, but I was like by the sink, and sometimes our sink stinks because it's from the well. So I'm like, wait, is that my milk or am I tripping? And then I was like, okay, well, let me put it in the cap and smell it. Didn't smell anything. Then I tasted it and it tasted normal. So I was like, okay, I'll just use it. And I used it and it like kind of has a sour taste. So I'm like, girl, do I keep drinking it? I already drank a lot of it because I just want to fill my stomach up, but hopefully like nothing bad happens. I'm just like, I don't think anything bad will happen, but yeah, she don't really. And then I did use vanilla Greek yogurt, but I don't think that would have changed it. But and then I tried putting peanut butter, but we didn't have any, or didn't find it because I could not find it. I was like, where is this peanut butter? But she was kind of ass, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm probably gonna finish her though, just to get something in my belly, and then rinse her out and put water or liquid IV in her, and just make boiled eggs. Make boiled eggs instead, because I'm probably gonna be out today too. I just feel bad for leaving Clove. I fed Clover a little later today. I know I shouldn't have. I just didn't want to get out of bed, but I did it. I gave him fresh water. I gave him good mornings. I watered my plants. I just felt like he's gonna get upset with me. Like, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be hot today. Like, but he can just be in the house. But then I'm like, Walton, but like, they're fine. Like, Dad's gonna be here. Dad's literally gonna be here. Like, I need to chill out. And then when I was vlogging, like, a random hit of highness just like came onto me, and I was reading my alchemy book on the toilet this morning, and it basically said that the alchemist student, like, to remember is that, or let me stop jumbling my words up. Be present today in order to change your future. Something along the lines of that. And I probably should say it word for word, or I'll probably put it up on the screen here. But I was like, because I was talking about manipulating energy yesterday. So that's cool. And then I just realized this. I found a jar of money when I was getting my ingredients for my smoothie. And remember yesterday I was like, oh, I want to turn something, or turn, like nothing into something, into gold. I want money. And I found some money today, but obviously it's not my money. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could take it and be like, hey, can I just have this money? And I don't think my dad will mind, even though like we all contributed to that money, right? But I think it's just a good reminder to have, like, seeing money being sacrificed, or just like sacrificed as in like having it in a jar. And I wouldn't burn money. I mean, I would, but I don't know if others would be like okay with that, like my family members. So I think seeing it in a jar, usually in a clear jar, but you can do it maybe not in a clear jar, just open it up and you'll still see it. I think that'll train your mind into thinking that you're rich, because that's what I did with mine. And you know what? My dad's been showing me that ever since I was younger. He always had a jar of coins, something. And he would count it, and I was just like, wow, like, money, like, he has so much. He has so much money. And I just felt like it'll never run out because of that. And so me now collecting, like, bills and paper money in a jar, I think it's like a reminder to show me, and I showcase it in the middle of my room, which can have their pros and cons, because be careful if you don't have a lock on your jar, because some people can get into it, like your family members. In my case, ow. What the? In my case, it was my nephew, but none of my like actual family members, you know. Well, my nephew's my family, but he's young, so he was just curious, and you know, he probably didn't have like malicious intentions. I mean, he did, like he wanted to take it, but not like he doesn't understand, like, oh, you don't just do that, like you have to bring it to you. But hey, maybe it'll show him, like. And honestly, like, I kind of feel bad for reacting the way I did when I found out that my money wasn't in there, because I angered myself so fast, so easily. Instead of just being like, you know what, it's okay, like, let me take a breath, it's just money. Like, I think it was trying to show me a lesson. Now, I don't think I passed it, but then again, like, I found the money, you know what I mean? And it's crazy because it was ones. They were all ones, and somehow it turned into 20s. I don't remember how. I really don't remember how, but it turned into 20s. So now I just have 20s in my jar. You want to see it, actually? So this is like my altar area. I've connected with my ancestors through this circle. I've connected with myself through this circle. So here's my money jar. So it's a circle. I can place her anywhere. And ankle change. Starting off, I have this lighter on there. Gas lighter. Yes, ma'am. I need to fill her up, but skull to represent my ancestors and the dead and just the unknown, even me, just the unknown, not the unknown, but the unseen, you know. Fire to represent, one, the fire element, and two, because I just thought this lighter was really cool, and I think I got it at a mall. I think. Don't remember. Then I have the candle that I light, obviously, when I want to activate this stuff. So this one would be for my unseen. Everything that I have on my altar is to activate something within me. So this candle activates it when I light it. I mean, it's usually activated throughout the day, but I think it really makes it stronger once I light it, and it smells so good. Love this candle. Then I have a mushroom. This mushroom was actually gifted to me by my boyfriend, and it's really cute. I like this. Like, this is something that I would have for decor. You know what I mean? I just actually have his name in here. I have his name in here. Oh my gosh. Literally just write his name. When that he'll make me mad, I pop him in the freezer. Don't talk to me. I'm just kidding. I actually have, though. But I don't know. I just put it in here, and it represents him. So I think that's just how it is. I think that's just what it is. I haven't really figured out the reasoning or the intention, I haven't figured out the intention behind this, but every time I do look at it, it reminds me of my boyfriend in more ways than one. And then I have this key with the smiley face on it, and I actually got this year, so she's a new addition. I heard that you can actually put intention behind any key that opens a door to open doors for you, where that can either be with getting your own house one day, just doors that you want to be open. So I think that really symbolizes this. The key does, is that it will open doors for me. Next, I have a clear quartz. She should be a clear quartz. I got gifted this from my mom. As you can see, she's a little. It was a necklace originally, and then the freaking string that it was with broke, so I kind of just like left her on my altar, and she's just been here ever since. So this was my first crystal. I'm pretty sure it's my first like long-term crystal on my altar. I never take her off. She stays on here. So yeah. Then usually I will have some other crystals on. This right now is black tourmaline. She's just on there for protection. She's good. I still have yet to find my purple agate, but she's probably in another dimension chilling, and I just need to call her back to me. This right here is my baggie of yerba mate. That is just something that I like to burn when I don't have incense. It's just like a good smell. It clears any negative energy. It connects you to the divine because it connects you to your ancestors. Some people would use it to connect to their ancestors from what I've looked up. Then right here is a little pouch with herbs in it. I forgot what kind. Hold on. Not me putting my own lock on something and I forgot how to unlock it. Yeah. So these are my herbs of roses, lavender, just a bunch of smell goods. Mainly just roses and lavender. I like to have her, to smell her, to just have herbs of her. And some of this lavender, I believe, is actually from a real lavender plant that I owned. She died, unfortunately, but I would own another lavender plant. I have some seeds, actually, to start another lavender plant, and I would really like that. Just have yet to get around to it. So she's cute. I love her. Okay, and then now we get to the good part. So this is my money jar. I put cards that I want to be activated with money in here. So to start off, I obviously have my Cash App card. So it's symbolic of money coming out of this card, or of money flowing in to this card. Actually, it's flowing out. Yeah, so like saying like I will always have money on this card, and it just keeps coming out. This is my credit card. I'm actually a name holder on my dad's credit, so I just always want to make sure that, you know, she's good. So I don't really ever use her. Like, I think my dad would give me a limit when I was younger on how much I could use. I think it was like $150 for me and my sister. It was like a month or some shit like that, every couple months. And I just kind of stopped using her, so I was just like, you know what? And one time I accidentally used her because she was in my wallet, because I have another Capital One card. It was a debit card, and I accidentally used this one instead, and I was like, oh shit, this is credit. So I'm like, okay, let's not have that happen again, and I just want to make sure that she is always in good graces, so I put her in my money jar. Then we're getting to the low juicy juice. So I have 20s here. Like I said, it started off with ones and then it moved on to 20s. So I believe right now this should be 200. So yeah, I'm like, let's count it, but it looks like 200 to me. I used to have like a thicker one, but obviously like the higher the money goes up, it's like the like smaller it gets, I guess. I don't know. It's just crazy to know that like this paper, like Monopoly, this paper can get me stuff. But I do plan to transfer like 100 of this if I don't get 100 in my bank account by the time June hits. For my Cali trip. So if I don't have money in my account, 300 right now, 300 total, I will just take 100 out of this. Hopefully I don't have to, but you know, money comes and goes. So I put this in my jar for a sacrifice, whereas I don't touch it. But there have been moments where I have reached into my money jar and just taken money out. Money gets put back in, money gets taken out. But it just reminds me, seeing it daily, that I am rich when it comes to money. So it's just symbolic. And that was another thing in the Alchemist book. It said that power is basically words or stuff that has intention behind it, that is symbolic, and that will really help you to create something. And then the rest, I just have coins. I actually counted them recently. I don't want to tilt it over, but I probably should to show you guys. So there's quarters, nickels, dimes, pennies, all sorts. But that is my money jar, and that is what is on my altar. So I take her everywhere. I actually got this circle from Target. Oh, I didn't show you guys. I got this Care Bear. She's green. She represents good luck. 4-leaf clover. I have a dog named Clover. My favorite color is green. Not just because of money, but because of nature. So she's kind of like I don't want to say like my voodoo doll, but in a sense, she's kind of like my voodoo doll. Because I see her as me, but I also see her as Lady Luck. And it's what I'm bringing to me. So, yeah. I got that from my mom or from my sister, I think. From Walmart, I'm pretty sure. That's really about it. Thanks for watching my altar. I'm gonna see what else I got going on in the day today. See, I was like, I'm not gonna take an edible today. I'm not gonna take any edibles today because I was like, I don't need it. Like, I'm gonna be doing other fun stuff. But it's like, just do what feels right. And yes, you'll eventually probably run out of that edible packet. And then that's where fear comes in, like, oh, I'm not gonna have any more. Like, I need to be, what is it called? Scarce. I need to be scarce with it. But then I'm like, girl, like, it's really not that serious for like that. Like, just take it. And when you run out of that packet, then you run out, and then life keeps going on. You keep evolving. You know what I mean? You keep going. Don't think about a place of stagnancy, because you can attract that, and you are putting intention behind that when you finish. But instead, maybe look at it as like, oh, when I finish this, like, other opportunities are going to come to me. You know what I mean? Because I thought that about like weed. I was like, oh, I need to be scarce with it. But like, look at me. I just found some free edibles the other day, which is that packet. So it's like, trust yourself, trust the good. It's so hard not to be optimistic when I just keep seeing patterns of trust in the good. Like, when has trust in the bad ever been right for me? Never. Fucking never. So, food for thought. But yeah, I was feeling pretty guilty about Clove, but I'm gonna water him down just because he's like a bit dusty, or at least I'll mist him down. I forgot how to open these. It's not this way. It's definitely, oh yeah, it is actually this way. water him down, get myself ready for the day. I'm gonna pack a bathing suit. I'm probably gonna rinse my body before I put anything on, like even with just water. I don't think I'm gonna put soap yet, but yeah. So I'm doing an orange and a green one today. I'm like, girl, I should put it on my altar. I really should. I want to see if it does anything. Because I've noticed that when I put stuff on my altar, whatever I put on there gets activated. So I actually offered my altar gummies the other day, my sister, and I thought there was like 4 gummies in there. And my sister yesterday was like, oh, can I have the last 2 gummies? And I was like, girl, I thought there was 4. She's like, no, there was 2. I was like, yeah, you can have it. But I just thought that was weird. This is fun. I really like vlogging. Like, I'd be forgetting how much I like to vlog. I'm gonna put this into a vlog. I don't know what the fuck it's gonna be called, but I'm gonna do it because I've been thinking, like, I want this lifestyle as a YouTuber, to connect with people, to just be someone's favorite YouTuber. Like, I have favorite YouTubers. It feels so good when they upload and they just, like, when I watch other YouTubers, I usually relate to them, right? So I'm like, oh, like, she has a different ethnicity like me, or she has long hair like me. Her family dynamic is like mine, or she has goals that I have goals of, you know, like stuff like that. And it's almost like if I'm watching myself just in another dimension or in another life. So I'm like, well, girl, why not just be that? Because I've always wanted to be that, right? So I'm like, okay, well then do you. Upload your stuff, because like I've been vlogging probably since like COVID, honestly. Since COVID is when I really started vlogging, just silly little stuff, and it takes up space in my camera roll, right? Because I'm like putting long form of videos in there. And I never edited it. I mean, sometimes I did, but I wouldn't post it. But now I'm like, girl, you could just post this on YouTube and you'll have those memories forever. And I was listening to this podcast and it was saying, you're the most, not the most, but one of the bravest people is putting their life on an internet, because everyone is there to judge you. So many people around the world can see you and your life, and you guys might not live by the same standards. Everyone's beliefs run differently between people, right? So I'm taking that into account, that like, oh girl, like if you showcase all of your life, or showcase parts of your life in these vlogs, and you have them for future you, it could go one of 2 ways, maybe 3 ways. 3 ways. 1, you don't get any views, girl, but you have the memories there forever, and you don't have to pay for storage. 2, people see your content and they're like, wow, this chick is really cool. Like, she's so real and unfiltered. Like, I've never met someone as real as her. She is real life. She's life. And that's what people like to watch, life, right? At least me. So it can go that way, and then I get a whole bunch of subscribers and I take off, right? When it comes to being a YouTuber. 3rd way is people will be like, I'll have some supporters, obviously, like I'll get famous from it, or I'll get attraction from my vlogs, but I'll have another side being like, oh, like her boyfriend did this and that, like I don't like him, like look at the way that that person is doing that, like something sus is going on, you know, like comments like those, like they see a small part and then they're like, and I'm a victim of it too. I've been that way. I've been like, girl, she treated her dog wrong, like like she's favoring that dog over that dog, and then the YouTuber that I was watching ended up giving away the dog that she was treating wrong or not favoring, And I was like, girl, like, don't lie. She's like, oh, I'm sad, like, my dog is leaving. And I'm like, girl, you've been treating her wrong. Like, so I've been there, but I can see it. But I think that's why, like, you would be considered brave to post it. Because even if I were to get, like, haters or, like, someone to just, like, make an observation on my life that is in their own belief, I think I would still just be authentic. I think I still would just be like, hey, like, it's my life. Like, this is what J. Cole said. This is my canvas, and I'm going to paint it how I want it. And that's, ever since I heard that song, or those lyrics from that song, I was like, you know, that's so true. And then he also says, there is no right or wrong, only a song. And how I took that is, for example, art. There is no, I mean, yes, people could say there's bad art and good art, but in reality, I think in a bigger view, art is an expression of oneself, right? So there is no bad or good art because that's just an expression of oneself. So I think that my canvas is my art. It's an expression of me and my life. So it's not good or bad. It's just my art, and I'm showcasing it to the world. And that's how these vlogs come into being, is my art, because your reality is probably so much different than my reality. I got white walls. I got a painting right there. I got a water fountain right there. I got a brown chair right there. I have daylight right now. You know, your reality could be so much different than mine, the viewer watching me. And I just love that because it's like we created that. Like, yes, we're in our own situations and stuff, but we created it, and it's art, and I love that. But I kind of take a boo-boo. I'm pretty sure this, I'm dumping her down the drain, putting water in her, I'm boiling some eggs. So, yeah. So I'm gonna go do my thing. And I'll get back to you when I get back to you.